What up, YouTubers? Ryan here again. Got me in a little short video today. Jumped over to the next little beach town this past weekend. Hit 2 Walmarts, Target, a couple thrift stores, and a flea market. Well, the flea market was a bust. Well, a bust for Hot Wheels. I found something else. It doesn't have nothing to do with Hot Wheels. But the thrift stores, nothing. Not even loose, little goodie bag, grab bags, nothing. Target, super bust. Little bin was empty. Pegs had about 20-30 cards, and they were BKs for that matter. Second, Walmart, another bust. Their pegs were, literally the mainline pegs were full of color shifters, or the color changers. I don't know why. It took me a while to shuffle through the stuff, but it was literally about 80-20. 80% of the color changers, and it looked like there was 2 or 3 boxes hanging. Nothing else, no M2s, nothing at that store. That store usually, I don't really find much of that store. I was lucky one time I happened to show up and they had just hung, I think it was an H case last year. Grabbed a bunch of stuff out of that. But the first Walmart I went to was the very first store, very first stop of the day. Very first thing I looked at when I got to the aisle, and it, like I said, it almost bit me. I grabbed the thing up. It was holding on for dear life. I didn't even want to sit it down to take a picture. I was holding it, taking pictures and stuff. As soon as I get my phone, I was taking pictures. But I'm gonna save that one for last. To make the video a little bit longer than probably the 2 or 3 minutes it would be. I got a couple of little things. My son's second birthday is next month, and I've been trying to find some toys that he won't break. I'm not ashamed. The kid's we call him a tornado. He either hurts himself or he breaks something else. But we've been buying him little toys and trucks and stuff from Walmart, Target, the little box stores, and he breaks them. I mean, they're held together with 2 little machine screws. Last about a week. So I got tired of spending money on stuff I knew was going to break. So I've been on the lookout for some vintage Tonka stuff. Well, came across a couple weekends ago at a flea market. A lady had them sitting on the ground right there under her table. So I walked up, and as soon as I bent down to even touch them, oh, they're sold. I was way up here, and she slapped me all the way down. I was mad. I almost wanted to say something, be like, "Hey, you know what? Well, maybe you shouldn't have them sitting out here." I was that mad because it was exactly what I was looking for, and she shot me down. I've been checking eBay, some of the other flea markets, but this stuff's expensive. Even for like a weathered, beat up, rusted out dump truck, I've seen these things going for $30 or $40 on eBay. Plus, they want $20 in shipping. So, $60 for something that I'm gonna have to restore and put the time into. It may be worth it in the end, but between work and everything, I honestly don't have the time. So, when I came across this thing down here, I was more than stoked. The guy was actually $20-something or best offer. So I shot him a $20 offer, and he took it. Free shipping. Let me go ahead and rotate the camera down so you guys can see. Sorry for, like I said, tornado that just went through the kitchen. I picked this up for $20 with shipping. AJ Foyt Racing Team Tonka van with the trailer and the Indy car. I almost paid $20 just for this car because I saw one of these and it was dead mint. I mean, it's got a little plastic, chrome coming off the front. I think I've seen some of y'all using like a chrome pen or something to touch up the wheels on the Hot Wheels, which I might try, but it's for a 2-year-old, so I might not. The only thing I'm going to notice that there's a couple scratches here on the hood, on the roof. For how old this thing is, the truck's not stamped. The Indy car, however, is. Let me get my camera to focus in there. But it is date stamped 1979. So this thing is actually technically older than I am. Which is cool, ironic at the same time. You usually give your kids new stuff, but I bought my daughter vintage, Land Before Time dinosaurs for her birthday last year. So I'm kind of into the vintage stuff, like the older blue cards, But when I saw this, for the price, I had to grab it. Even after I gave him the offer, he's like, "Hey, you know what? I'll even throw in these little figures that I found." I believe this guy may go with the set. I don't think this guy does, but like I said, for what I paid for it, I'm not complaining at all. These things are cool. I mean, the only problem with this one, a little bit of hair coming off. If I wanted to touch it up, I could. This guy's almost dead mint for what it is. But this thing, I mean, this thing's beyond cool. The back of the van opens up. Let me get this guy back down in here. Show you the back of the van. And the back of the van opens up. You know, you can put a little toys or whatever in it. I mean, I'm almost jealous that I'm too old to play with it. I'm sure I'll be playing with him with it. But like I said, I mean, this thing is dead super cool. I mean, like I said, the trailer and everything that goes on the back. I believe the IndyCar I want to say there's something that goes over this from the other ones I've looked at. It may not. If so, the ones I've seen, it's a clear piece of plastic, I believe, but it's always fogged out. So it's something that it would make it look worse anyway. But I'm super stoked about this thing. Like I said, if he breaks this thing, I don't know what else to buy the kid. I did find another little older, probably the late 90s tractor that I got him, so he should be set on that. But like I said, that thing is super cool. I'm still going to play with it, I'm not going to lie. Another little thing I grabbed here, grabbed this at Family Dollar. I actually picked this up for James, and I sent him a picture. He's like, man, where do I get one of those? And I'm like, well, I actually bought this for you. I've dropped a couple of packages on him. And this is why. When I got into collecting, James and Matt were, everything I needed to know, they were there to answer the questions. I met up with James one day. We were going to meet at Toys R Us and do a little hunting. Well, the heavens opened up. I mean, you could barely drive in the weather we were in. But he still met up with me, had a box full of extras. Man, take whatever you want. I didn't have nothing in return. I mean, it wasn't a trade. It was literally, hey, these are my extras. If you want them, you take whatever you want. So I literally filled up another little box, So it's kind of my way of paying it back, So, but like I said, when I showed him this one, he's like, man, where do I get it? I'm like, well, technically, I bought this, picked this up, was going to throw it in, the next little box that I was going to start getting going. But once I got it home, I started looking at it. This thing, it was sweet. I'm not in much of the haulers and stuff, like I didn't do the, mainline cards or special editions, but this thing is it's killer. I mean, the flat black. I mean, if the semi was a regular semi, I wouldn't want it. But with the red rod semi truck, I mean, this thing is cool. Be on the lookout. I mean, I don't know if they're coming to many stores. Family Dollar. This was $5. $5 well worth. Let me go and throw a picture on the back. That might be a little bit better picture without the glare. But like I said, this thing is cool. If I had a display, I would open this one. I would crack it right now in front of all you guys. But I have no place to display it, so I'm going to leave it in the card. And lastly, get the camera set up here and it'll fall. Matt found one of these a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you SOB, that thing is sweet. I wish I could find one. Oh, I'll be on the lookout. Yeah, you won't find another one. But I did get this thing in there. Bam. Get that in there. Limited to 300. 124 scale M2 50th anniversary Hemi. Get the name in there. The 71 CUDA. This thing is sweet. And it's funny too. These cars in real life, I really don't like. I don't know what it is, but with the die-cast models and the smaller versions, I love this casting. I just do. But like I said, this thing is sweet. Like I said, I've got this. Came back out to the car. My wife's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "This could end the day." I mean, I could care less if we went to another store, found anything else. This was it. This was, we usually kind of say Tits McGee, but this thing is dope. Like I said, I was almost speechless when I found it. I'm kind of still speechless now. I'm getting all excited again. But this thing is killer. Like I said, I usually find, maybe an M2 Chase probably about once a month, if that. I got real lucky with the haulers in the beginning of the year and the last year. Found a couple of those. Found 2 or 3 of the smaller, more like the 164 scale. But Matt's always finding these 24s. I was with him one night when he found the Foose truck, and I was mad that I didn't get to that end of the aisle first, because that thing is sweet. I would still love to find one of those, but I'm not paying $50-$60 on eBay for one. Not gonna happen. But like I said, when he found one of these last week or a week or two ago, I was like, dude, I gotta have one. So got me one. This thing, like I said, this thing is sweet. You know, it's got the elephant and everything on top, but like I said, killer. That's it, guys. Kid's calling on the table right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it now before the whole tornado of the table goes off. But thank you for there he is. Thank you for everybody that subscribes, all the likes, you know, everybody. If anybody's interested in anything that I've found, you know, if it's something, you know, I'm not attached to a lot of the stuff. Some of the stuff I pick up because, you know, it's cool. But, you know, I'm kind of in, yeah, there you go. There he's fixing to start tearing stuff up. If anybody's interested in trading or anything you see, or anything you've got that I may want and you want to see what I've got that you might want, send me a message, comment, cars. Here we go. But anyways, thank y'all. I'm not sure when I'll have another video, but I'm sure it'll be soon. All right, here we go. Catch y'all later. Thank y'all again.